Hello guys, it's Verzikten here. Today I have very interesting clips. Please enjoy and I'll see you on the next video.
Let me see what else. Oh man, this is when it got really bad. Okay, so after basically the first day I just ended up taking a lot of pictures. But on the second day was Wendy's meet and greet. This time Wendy was able to get me in. And this is where it went really, really bad. So we let the line fill up for like on its own. And Wendy's line was actually full. Even before anyone showed up, Wendy's line was full. She's pretty popular. She's a good friend too. And then this is when it got really, really bad. Because me, Ray, and Leslie, and basically we all walked out and got in Wendy's thing. And all the other lines were like, oh my God, is that Valky Ray? And people abandoned their streamer's line to get in line to meet Ray. And it was bad. And it was actually, I feel like the other streamers just hated us. They absolutely hated us because like, and honestly, kind of fair, I guess, because like, how bad would it feel, guys, if you're like, this is my meet and greet, guys. This is it. And you got like 100 people lined up. Then the second Ray walks out, everyone looks over and is like, oh, well, I'm going to that line now. And they just ditched their streamer's line to go to Ray's, or, like Wendy's line, obviously, but we were there. And it was just like, oh man, that feels bad. It feels kind of bad. So that was the thing. Why is it Ray's fault? It's not Ray's fault. It's not the streamer's fault at all. It's just it's just the fans. But to be fair, if you really think about it, it's like, do you really want those fans there anyway? If they're willing to ditch, I say it's the fans. It's the fans, guys. I don't think it's any stream. It's the fans. If they like someone else more, it's how it goes. I mean, it's never gonna feel good, but man, was it awkward though. It was very, very awkward. I do feel like it's obviously more the fans switching over. That's not really our fault, right? But yeah, it is very awkward though. And then the next day, I feel like they just weren't letting it happen anymore. Because I was going to go say hi to, like, Skara's thing. And they didn't let me say hi till after. Because I feel like after seeing that happen, they were not very, not very happy about that. But, oh, God, that was bad, guys. It just felt so bad for everyone else. Like, seeing their lines straight up get abandoned for them to go to the meetup for Ray. I was also there, and so was Leslie. But it was definitely Ray. Ray is for sure the most swarmed person there, I think. Yeah, Ray is like crazy, and I saw a lot of Ray merch too, so that was cool. I will say one thing I did was, if I had a line like around me, I would basically just, if I saw someone with my merch on, I would immediately be like, hey, you have my merch on? Just come over here. And then when the security was trying to like tell me to leave, I was like, please, just one more, and I would pick the person with my merch on. So that was, they got the actual merch buff is all I'm gonna say. But Ray's not even on Twitch. She's not, but I do feel like, yeah, I feel like everyone knew us somehow or another. Even people who weren't big fans of me at least have like heard of my name, I guess, or something like that. So that was surprising. It was kind of insane, guys. Like, no joke, I would just be walking to dinner, right? So we would eat around a lot, like around the convention. We'd just be walking to dinner. And like people randomly on the street, like eating their dinner, like on the, like sitting down would just be like, oh my God, hey. And I'm like, I can't believe it. It's crazy. It's almost like everyone just knew us or something. So, whew, it was just kind of stressful, honestly. A little bit stressful. But, let's see. Someone thought Toast was you. Someone thought I was Toast too. It's kind of funny. But, yeah, it was definitely a crazy experience, I feel like. Do you eat out often? No, only when I'm out. But yeah, no joke, guys. I feel like the YouTube streamers there were like kind of crazy. It was probably half because we didn't have official meet and greets, but also like it was just there's this thing I did. So my first day, I would just never say no to people, and it caused a lot of lines, which was bad. And I would start doing this thing if I was standing in one place for too long. I'd be like, guys, I need to go to the bathroom. I'm so sorry. I can't do anymore. I'm going to the bathroom. And then I realized that was a bad one because people would follow me to the bathroom, and it was a little creepy, honestly. Like, one dude followed me into the bathroom and was like, hey, can I get a picture? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's illegal to take pictures in the bathroom. But like maybe like outside at least. I think that isn't that illegal? I think that's actually illegal. But anyway, so I stopped using the bathroom excuse because it just does not work, and people would wait outside. So it's kind of a little bit bad actually. But that was the whole thing. Not if in front of the mirror. I guess people do take a lot of bathroom selfies. But yeah, not sure. Disrespect? Oh god, not sure. But all right, let me check my little things. Let's see. Why don't the YouTube streamers let Twitch streamers have their moments? I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm just showing up to the convention. I even had a community badge. It's not like I did some crazy thing. Like, if you want me to get kicked out, you got what you wanted. I got kicked out twice, but I just came back anyway. So, but I will say it's not because I did anything wrong. It's because, you know, I guess they decided not to give me anything crazy. But yeah, guys, I mean, if anything, I think Twitch would be happy that we showed up because, what's it called? I mean, it's just like people show up for, I mean, I guess a lot of people have seen it, but a lot of people showed up for Ray and they're getting that for free. So, I don't think it's anything like that. Whoops. Let's see. What do you think, San Diego? It's pretty cool, I think. Oh, I did go to the partner party for a little bit. I didn't stay for long though. It was like okay. But there were people streaming there, which I think was not allowed, but it was just kind of weird. Let's see. Twitch probably got more people going from you being there. Yeah, I feel like it's a good thing for them. So, no downside for them, I feel like. Other than the bad press from me getting kicked out twice, but let's be honest, they have much worse press anyway from like literally causing people damage, stuff like that. So I can't imagine it's any worse than that, right? I mean, like, yeah, like it doesn't sound good for me to get in trouble, but let me tell you, they have way worse stuff to worry about. So I don't even think I caused them any downside for the most part. So let's see. Oh, the craziest thing is, okay, so I didn't take a lot of pictures, guys. Actually, I met Dream multiple times, but we didn't take a picture because I don't know, I just didn't think about it. Same with George. I met him a bunch of times, but we just didn't take pictures because, like, I don't know. It's just not what I think about. I feel like when I meet my friends, I just hang out with them usually. We're gonna try and get a picture at some point, but the way I met George was the craziest way ever. I was taking Uber to I think it was a V Shoujo like meetup or party or something, and I literally got out of the Uber, and they were right here on the street next to me. Like I opened the door. And I heard Carl talking, and I was like, Carl? And then he was like, did you just get dropped off to us? And I was like, I don't know. I couldn't believe it. They were right there. Like, literally 10 seconds later, they would have been further down the street, and it wouldn't have happened. Literally just walked in, saw Carl, George, like a whole bunch of people there. And I was like, I can't believe I just got dropped off, like, right here with you guys. And that's how I first met him. It was crazy. I couldn't believe the timing on that. Like, that was almost, couldn't have scripted it if I wanted to. So that's how I first met George, and it was just the craziest timing I've ever heard of because I just got out of the vehicle, and they were right there, and I just stared at them, and I was like, well, that's awkward. Like, couldn't do this if I wanted to unless I had, like, a GPS tracker, like, on them or something, and even then it'd be difficult, so. But I did meet him a lot, and we just didn't take pictures because we were just hanging out, which, honestly, I think is kind of a good thing. Let's see. Isn't that what happened to Benji and Dundee too? Yeah, I just walked into him and it was crazy. So that was cool. Did you meet Dundee? Yeah, only for a little bit. We took a good picture and I responded to it saying like we should rob a house, which I thought sounded kind of crazy, but I mean, hopefully people who know kind of thing. But I did feel a little bad because I didn't get a chance to hang out with a lot of friends because I was very busy. I think just super busy. While standing there, pretty much. You know, if anyone in chat was there, thanks a bunch for coming, guys. It was a super great convention. It was really fun. I think I was... Honestly, guys, I feel like... I don't know. It was weird. I feel like I'm not, like, a crazy huge streamer, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think I'm a small streamer, but I did not realize it'd be like that. Like, no joke, guys. I don't think I ever took more than 5 steps at a time, like absolute maximum. Like, it was crazy. And then Leslie would just yell out Sykkuno, and everyone would just look over. And then some guys would like be like, I don't even watch your stream, but I've heard your name before, so I just want to at least take a photo. And I was like, okay, I guess it's because I collab with a lot of people, so maybe a lot of people have heard of me, maybe. But it was absolutely like wacko, guys. Kind of crazy. I do think Ray was the most popular person by 10 miles. Like, I don't even think, guys, like, no joke, I'm pretty sure the only person who got swarmed more than Ray was, like, Dream. But I think Ray got swarmed more than, like, X or anybody. Like, she's just, everybody knows Ray somehow. It was kind of crazy. So, that was the thing. Your fan, not really, but I mean, at the convention, I suppose so. But it was pretty fun. All right, let me check my thing for... Let's see. Oh, man, this is where... Okay, so basically, I was hanging out with OTV for, like, dinner and stuff like that at their Airbnb. We were just hanging out. And Toast wanted to start a fire, right? This is such a... This is such an awkward story because, like, you'd think, right? Me, Toast, and Michael. 3, like, pretty big-brained people, right? Start a fire. No, in a fire pit, guys. In a fire pit. Not randomly, like, there's something... But he was like, let's start a fire and, like, try to roast marshmallows or do something or just hang out because it's cool, right? So, he was like, let's start a fire. Me, Toast, and Michael absolutely struggled to make a fire, which is just so awkward because you'd think we're, like, big brain. But basically, here's what happened, right? We got, like, a bunch of, like, I found some sticks on the beach and, like, Michael brought some cardboard. We did all this stuff and we're like, yeah, we'll get, like, some kindling. But we were like, guys, let's look for kindling to start off the fire. Toast straight up has a fire starter kit he got on Amazon. He brings that. I gathered some sticks from the beach. And I was like, all right, I got some like dry looking little sticks we can start with. Michael gets like some cardboard. And I'm like, wow, guys, we're all good at this. Like, Toast has a straight up kit. He prepared for it. I gathered some small sticks I found that would be pretty decent. Michael got cardboard, also big brain, very like, you know, it's not something I would have thought of, and it worked. We did all that. We put it all together. We make a little teepee. We got the cardboard, the sticks. The Toast puts like this little butter stick that's supposed to like burn on its own. We do all that, and then Michael shows up, right? And he's you guys ever see in the movies when they like make a Molotov out of like some alcohol they set on fire, like throw it in, right? So like Michael shows up with like a bottle of something. I forgot what it was. But he's like, yeah, this is going to set it up like real quick. So he just pours the bottle on it. And then he like drinks some and spits it out on it. And then like, this is where it gets really bad. Because apparently the alcohol doesn't just catch on fire. We all thought it was going to explode. Like you ever play Left 4 Dead or like see the movies? And he just pours the alcohol on it thinking, and we were all like, yeah, this will be funny. It's just going to blow up in flames. We try and set it on fire, and we're like, how come it's not setting on fire? It's not doing anything. Like, I swear in restaurants, right? They like, they get you an alcoholic drink, and they can set it on fire, and you have to drink it or something like that, right? So, like, Michael's like, let's pour this alcohol on it, and it'll look crazy. Just pours it on. We're like, hey, guys, how come it's not burning, right? And then the worst part was when we set it on fire, everything around the part that got splashed caught on fire and then just immediately went out. And then we were like, did we get like watered down alcohol? We got scammed or something? And then like we struggled for like 30 minutes to try and get this fire started. Me, Michael, and Toast. Like, we're pretty smart, but that alcohol absolutely sabotaged it because like, I don't know, we all thought it would just catch on fire. And then Michael did this. This is where it really went bad. We were like, what's it called? So I used to do I used to watch Mythbusters. And I was like, why don't we do like a proof of concept thing, right? And Michael's like, oh, that's a great idea. So he gets some in his mouth and sets like a little, you ever see like, they spit like whatever and it catches on fire? So he holds up a lighter and the only lighter we have, and he like tries to spit fire, right? With the alcohol. And obviously, I guess we should have known that it's not going to catch on fire because it didn't catch on fire before. So he spits it out and it doesn't catch on fire. And we're like, oh, I guess it's just not flammable. And then the lighter's broken because I guess it's covered in a non-flammable liquid. And then we're like, oh, guys, the lighter's broken now. So it just went from like everything perfect to like we poured the alcohol in there thinking it would just explode in flames to it didn't burn at all. Spit on the lighter, didn't turn on anymore. And then we were just like, well, this is kind of bad. So we just oh man, we were like, let's just redo all of it. We'll redo all of it. So we made an entire new thing, a bunch of cardboard, all that, set it on fire. And then like we were like, well, what are we going to do with the like alcohol drenched cardboard? And we were like, we'll just burn it. It'll dry out, right? And then like we put it on top and it started smoking like crazy. And we were like, guys, close the doors. The fire alarms are going to go off. Because it was like the fire pit was like outside, but it was close to the door. And like it was really bad. It took us like 30 minutes to get the fire going after the alcohol incident. And then like it was pretty chill after that. But man, it was pretty bad, but it was really funny. So it took me, Toast, and Michael about 30 minutes or so to get the fire started. The next day, it was perfectly fine, but that first day was really bad. But to be fair, we did everything perfect up until we decided to pour alcohol on it, thinking it would explode like a Molotov in Left 4 Dead 2 or something. And that definitely, it didn't happen. But it was funny. It gave us something to do. So that was pretty cool. And it was fun. But, tried to set cider. No, guys, it was 40%. It was 40%. And we thought it would just catch on fire. And it just didn't. So, I don't know how high. Either, there's two things we were thinking. Either the 40% isn't flammable, or we got scammed and it was watered down. Or both. I don't know. Point is, it just didn't work. It just did not work at all. So, yeah, either we got watered down drinks that got absolutely skamazed or that. But it was funny. So I'm kind of glad it went that way. 40%'s too low. Yeah, I mean, I have no idea, but I would guess it's too low because it literally didn't work for us. Let's see. Smelled like smoke. Oh, it smelled absolutely terrible, but it was funny. And then the next time we tried to do it, we did a whole lot better. So that was cool. And then what happened? I think I was trying to go. I ended up not going to a couple parties because I wasn't able to get some friends in. So I just felt bad, you know. But I will say most of the ones. Okay, I told the story before how I got into that one where like I just didn't show any credentials. I just walked up and hoped they let me in. I think I mentioned it earlier if you guys missed it, but basically I wasn't invited to a party and I asked my friend to get me in as a +1, and when they saw me in the line they just let me in, and I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I did that every time? So I went to the Riot. There's a Riot party too for like Valorant. I think Bananas invited me, and okay guys, this is gonna sound really really dumb, but I was just like, you know, it'll be funny if I was just trying to get kicked from as many events as I could because I thought it'd be funny. So I was like, I'm going to go to the Riot thing. Leslie was invited. Yeah, I think she was busy, so she couldn't go. Bnans? No, it's like Riot Swim Bananas. So here's what happened. She sent me the email, and they were like, RSVP plus bring TwitchCon credentials to make sure you get in. But I had actually given my pass away to someone else because they needed a pass to get... Am I going to get in trouble for this? Well, hypothetically, allegedly, I gave my pass away to someone. That's the Sykkuno pass. I just gave it away to a random friend. Because I had the poke badge, poke laws. Professional Genji player I was. And I'm actually a Genji player. I'm not as good as him, though. But, so I didn't have my badge. So I didn't have my ID anyway. So I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get in as Sykkuno because I don't have the Sykkuno badge anymore. And they said specifically to bring your TwitchCon badge to get in and to RSVP. And I was like, well, what if I just show up and hopefully I can get in? So I showed up to the Riot thing, and like someone just saw me and they're like, hey, it's Sykkuno. And then like the guy's like, hey, are you on the list? And I'm like, I don't think so. And they're like, no, it's Sykkuno, it's fine. And they just gave me a wristband again, let me in, and I was like, I can't believe that worked. That was lucky. Because I did not have my badge anymore. I had given it away so someone else could get in because I had Poke's badge, which was a partner badge that let me into the partner lounge. And they just let me in. I couldn't believe it. I was absolutely shocked. But Oh, that was lucky. So, because I gave it away, so I was actually worried, but I luckily got in. So that was cool. But yeah, I was able to get in almost every time without actually like getting in. Or like, you know, they did name the lobster spray, so that was cool. I think the riot party was actually one of the best ones because they had like actual like free drinks there, which was nice. I don't like drinking alcohol. So like I like it when they just have regular like good tasting drinks for free. But a lot of places like they don't. I know it probably costs a lot of money, so it's not unreasonable, but the riot one was pretty nice. They're cool over there. Did you go to the phase party? I did not go to that one. I did get invited to it, but I just don't really know many people there. So I just didn't go just because I feel like I didn't know them super well, you know? So not too sure. But that was most of it. I just spent most of my time like hanging out with friends and stuff. And I'm going to be honest, guys. The one thing I did learn is I just don't really like parties that much. I feel like you can't even hang out with people because the music's so loud and stuff like that. And you can't really talk to anybody. So I feel like I'm just not a party kind of person, maybe. I do like going to say hi to friends, and then that's most of it. But I spent a lot of time just chilling for the most part. I was tired. How was the Vashoujo party? It's pretty cool. I didn't get to say hi to Mouse. I thought she was going to be on an iPad there somewhere. I couldn't find it. Thought it'd be really cool to say hi to her and like carry the iPad around. Couldn't find it, so that happened. Went to the Vashoujo booth, and apparently her meet and greet was at 10 a.m. every day, which means I obviously wasn't going to make it there because that's just way too early in the morning for me. So, she wasn't. I mean, she might have been. The biggest thing was the meet and greet was always in the morning, so I just couldn't get in early enough. So, did you meet Lee? Yeah, I met him. It's crazy because we were going to play games together, and then I met him in real life before we played games together, so that was kind of funny. Let's see. What VTubers did you meet? Oh, well, hey, I don't think I should answer that, guys, but I met a lot. Definitely some I did not expect to meet, like, probably ever, honestly, but definitely met a lot of good friends there, I would say. But I don't think I should, like, say that, probably, right? See Scara? Yeah, I saw Scara there. So, let's see. You met Nummy and Bao? I did meet them, obviously, but I mean, I definitely met some people I didn't expect to meet, but I don't think I should say any more than that, probably.